Fair blow at the navel. At the navel. All right, we won't call anything low that's at the navel. Any questions from this corner? Let's touch him up and come out at the bell.
All right, so we're ready for action here in Madison, Wisconsin. Our internet audience has spoken. They believe Adams will win handily. What we're about to see,
Ready,
Bones Adams,
Ready?
a technician.
Ready?
He'll punch if he has to, but he'd rather be a technician and win by using a variety of punches. Andres Fernandez, he can box as well, but his style, he's more of a puncher, and he likes to stay in front of his fighters.
You ready?
Well, he's desperate. A man that's desperate, you got to really watch out with a guy that's a puncher like Andres Fernandez.
Kevin, you have experience firsthand with Clarence Adams. You two fought and fought to a draw.
Yeah, we had a boxing experience, and there was a boxing match. Adams is very technical. You know, he's very technically sound. He knows how to keep his distance, keep his range, and keep himself out of trouble.
Adams very slick defensively as well. You'll see him slip a lot of punches. Fernandez coming straight ahead.
Bones reminds me a lot. He learned a lot of movement and defensive moves from James Toney and a guy in the gym named Chocolate Quick. You can see the movement and the angles that he's doing. That's picked up in the gym. You know, a lot of people.
Two strong right hands that time from Bones Adams. You mentioned James Toney.
No, stay on his head.
Yeah, James Toney and another fight in the gym, and Darryl Johnson, who he simulates a lot of his movement after. Slick movement is definitely Bones Adams' forte. He makes you think something's there, and then he counterpunches you, as you just saw and just witnessed it.
Adams doing work to both the head and the body. He spent 5 years in Detroit when he was 10 to 15 years old, hanging around gyms, training.
That's when he met James Toney, and he started picking up the left hand of Bones Adams down by his waist. A lot of fighters in the past have been criticized for that style, but a lot of people forget Jersey Joe Walcott used to do the same thing. So it's a historic move and style.
We mentioned Adams' slick footwork. His father told us yesterday he picked up his quickness by practicing in a field.
Well, when you're a country boy.
That's right, out in the country in Henderson, Kentucky. And Adams oftentimes was dodging cow dogs.
Well, the best thing to do if you're going to learn to guard something, definitely don't get that on your shoe. It might not come off.
Adams doubles up with the left hook.
It's a very legal shot. It looked like to me that Fernandez is complaining about a side liver shot. But let me tell you something. It's very legal. It's legal. It's illegal only if the referee gives you a warning. He's not punching him in his back, Fernandez. He's hitting him on the side. It's a legit punching area, and Fernandez is complaining.
What about the waist, Kevin? Right along the waistband. Those shots are legal as well, correct?
Anything on the waistband and above the waistband is legal. Anything underneath that waistband, that white portion, is illegal.
Adams and Fernandez feeling each other out in the first round.
How you feel? All right, come on. Good, smart. Come on. Take that deep breath, baby. He don't like that shit. In the bucket. He don't like that at all. Champion. Be the champion. Just keep doing what you're doing. Take control. That's it. I'll go right in there. Okay? Bones, more jamming, okay? You're in full control out there. Come on. Put your hands down. Hands down, baby.
Over in the blue corner. In the blue corner, Hector Garcia will be translating for us this evening.
Don't keep following this guy.
Speak Spanish.
You're not fighting with the referee.
Put out.
Put up a fight. Come on.
Put out.
We mentioned at the end of the first round Fernandez complaining about shots to the back and also below the belt. Let's see if we can bring in Julie Letterman to explain which areas are legal and which areas are not.
Fran, what's going on is Fernandez says they're kidney punches. You can't hit the guy in the kidneys. It's very dangerous. But they're clean body shots, so just right on the elbow. I don't think he has anything to complain about here.
Julie, let me ask you a question. Do you believe that those are liver shots or are they kidney shots?
See, I don't think he's hitting them in the back. To me, they're just right underneath the elbow. They're hooks underneath the elbow, which are clean, legal blows.
Adams with a straight left hand that caught Fernandez. Fernandez apparently seemed wobbled, but has regained his balance. And now Fernandez comes through with a right cross to the head of Bones Adams.
Fernandez is loading up with every punch. He's trying to get a knockout of Bones. For Bones is trying to get a knockout of Fernandez. To tell you the truth, the way it looks to me is Fernandez could run into a nice left hook by Bones Adams. But Bones' best punch is his left hook. When I talk to Bones in the gym, when I train with Bones in the gym, he tells me a lot of guys don't respect his punching power. He thinks that's a big mistake.
Adams, 26 years old, but he's been fighting as a pro for almost 11 years. Fernandez doing work down the corner on Bones Adams, and there's slight swelling above Adams' left eye.
Keep him up, come on, keep him up.
That was a low blow, kind of borderline, I would say, on the belt line.
The swelling actually below Adams' left eye, not above. Fernandez connects with a left hand to the head.
I say it's a very competitive fight here. Fernandez, like I said, the 500 mark of his record. He knows there's only one way he's got to go.
Fernandez mentioned to us when we brought up the 3-3 over the past 6 fights that part of the reason is because the competition, of course, has stepped up. But that's only natural if you're on the way up.
Exactly. The biggest complaint that he's had, Fernandez now is cut under his left cheekbone. And I'm sure Adams sensing that is going to work on that left eye over and over. There he goes. He's utilizing the jab.
Adams connects with a left hook to the head of Andres Fernandez. And blood now, as Kevin mentioned, coming down the left cheek of Fernandez. Adams comes through with a clean shot, and Fernandez rallies as the second round comes to a close.
Come on. Thanks. Didn't mean to get you in trouble. Come on, baby. You're taking him to the school. You just can't take no time out, okay? You got to keep your hands up when he's in punching range. He's got no plan. All he's doing is coming forward. You the master now. Come on, get control with that jab. Drop down to the body, shoot under the...
Give him water.
Here's what we believe to be a headbutt, which opened the cut over the left eye of Fernandez. Here's another angle of the headbutt, and I believe that opened the cut. And the reason that's happening is because Fernandez is leading with his head. He's not leading with his fist.
Fernandez has had problems with cuts in the past. As a matter of fact, all 4 fights which he's lost, cuts were involved.
But the major part, like I said, Fernandez is leading with his head, not with his fist. And this is why the coming of heads is happening. When we had a post-fight, pre-fight meeting with Bones Adams, he claimed that Andrea Fernandez is the one that's going to be headbutting, not Bones Adams.
Taking a look at the CompuBox punch stat numbers, Fernandez has thrown incredibly 173 punches through 2 rounds, but it's Adams landing at a higher rate, 35% to 13, meaning Adams is more in control.
Well, the thing Adams is doing right now, Bones Adams is doing, is allowing Andre Fernandez to back him up.
Fernandez charging straight ahead, trying to go to the work on Bones' body.
No,
That's a push.
Referee
Ready?
Monty Oswald says no knockdown. We talked to both fighters yesterday. Fernandez's camp claiming that Adams leads with his head.
Well, on the headbutt that I showed in slow motion, it was obvious that Fernandez was the one that caused the headbutt. So the bruise that he has under his left eye is initiated by himself.
When we mentioned that to Adams, he quickly countered and said, negative. I do not lead with my head.
But a major thing.
Strong left hand by Bones Adams. Straight down the pipe.
The major thing that I see that Fernandez is doing over and over.
Fernandez has Adams in the corner. Going to work on the body. Adams tying up.
Step back.